Hi guys, and welcome to Ameyaw TV One-on-One. And today's guest is only 2 years old in the music industry, but she has done amazing for herself. Ladies and gentlemen, Wendy Shay. Wendy Shay, welcome.
Thank you very much.
And happy 2-year anniversary.
Thank you very much.
How are you feeling? I mean, 2 years in the game. What's the feeling like? Like celebrating, you know, like 2 years in the game, releasing hits after hits. What's the feeling?
It is, I just can't describe it. It is so undescribable. And the joy is unmeasurable. I just cannot explain how I'm feeling because it's overwhelming. The love people are showing me, people celebrating me, Ghanaians, you know, recognizing my hard work. I just can't. I only can give thanks to God and also to them for their support and for recognizing what I've put and how much effort and hard work I've put in my work.
Of course. Now, 2 years down the line, what would you say has been your biggest achievement?
My biggest. Well, I have so many, but
which one?
I'll say. Okay, I'll say the fact that my growth. My growth, both spiritually and physically and emotionally and psychologically.
Okay.
That growth, yes.
Because I mean, you face a lot in
the
industry. So.
Yes, right.
So that growth is very important. Now, 2 years. You've mentioned that, you've grown spiritually and all that. What about, money aspects?
Oh.
The last time we asked you what you had achieved so far, you mentioned an iPad and, something. Right now, 2 years down the line, how much is Wendy Shay worth? Because we keep seeing, you keep talking about that a lot.
I mean, I cannot measure my worth. I cannot quantify my worth because I am so worthy, and like I said, I cannot quantify. But I have, of course, achieved so much. I have an NGO. I take care of orphans and do a lot of humanitarian jobs, and so that is also a great achievement that I do. Apart from that, the platform that I have, I'm the voice for the voiceless, and I think that is also a great achievement. Yes.
I mean, we are still talking 2 years down the line, which apart, I mean, Uber Driver was such a big song, and you've had subsequent, big songs along the line. But which of your songs would you say, like crossed borders and did amazingly well?
Actually, all my songs, are doing marvelously well or did marvelously well, but I'll say All For You is the song that traveled, it was topping charts in New Zealand and Australia and Fiji and those islands, and it was very mind-blowing to see. I was the only West African or even African artist to be on their charts, and so it is such a great achievement, and I'm grateful for it.
Right. Now, 2 years in retrospect, the media, do you think the media has been fair to you? I mean, there are some of the things that you personally started. There are some, comments that you made on social media that were, of course, translated into news items and all of that. There are, certain comments you may have made. There are certain, outfits you may have chosen to wear to events and all that. And all these things, of course, the media jumps on them and then they report on them. 2 years down the line, would you say that the media has treated you fairly?
I'm going to take it from this point of view that I was very, very inexperienced, and there were some things I wouldn't do now. Some words, some choice of words, and all these there are some things I will really think about it twice before I do, or even before I wear.
So, like you mentioned, growth.
Exactly. So I'll say that with the experience or with the inexperience that I had, it gave the media news, or it gave them the opportunity to write some stuff about me. And so, of course, there are some things I wish the media would have, maybe instead of the bashing, there are constructive criticisms, that I can actually take. Okay, you are bashing me, so what should I do? Well, it would be nice to tell me what I did wrong and then tell me what to do next time. Yes, but I mean, all the same.
That is not the work of the media.
No, I mean, but you know, they're constructive critics.
Right.
I mean, you did this and that and that. Well, you know, but instead of maybe using some harsh words and using Wendy Shay shows Tonga or something like that. I mean, these are things we can work on. You know, we can choose better headlines. You know, the media can choose better headlines.
Okay.
Right.
Now, I mean, since we are still in the coronavirus pandemic, how has this, you know, whole coronavirus situation affected you personally and, you know, with your job and everything? Are there deals that you've lost out on, maybe shows and stuff that you should have been, you know, performing at?
Yeah, I mean, shows, yes. I have lost a lot of shows. I mean, Easter season was supposed to be a Coco season too. Okay. And we had a lot of, I have Europe shows, Europe tours and Canada tours and American tours that has been postponed now. And I mean, ambassadorial deals, yeah, I have signed an ambassadorial contract, but it has been delayed due to the COVID-19. But it's gonna, of course, they are going to reveal the brand ambassadors eventually later in the year. So yes, I've lost shows, but personally, I am so grateful that I've been blessed that God has given me more that I can even bless other people with. So even though as much as it has affected my job and my career, it hasn't really affected me as a person. Yeah. No.
I mean, during the pandemic, we saw that, you know, some other celebrities were, you know, advocating, you know, giving out information on the virus. What did you do? What would you say, in your opinion, was something that you did to show your fans, you know, I mean, support them? Yeah. Or maybe some bit of information that you shared? What was your...
Of course. I made them know that coronavirus is real and that I think about them. And thinking about them, firstly, I shared some credits. And then the second week, I shared Momo. You know, every week I did it for like 2 or 3 consecutive times because I can't send everybody because I have over 1.5 million following on Instagram and on Twitter, almost 500K, and on Facebook a lot. So I had to choose, like, you know, every weekend. I shared money among my fans, you know.
But there's this, you know, conversation going on during those times that, you know, celebrities don't owe their fans. Do you agree?
Oh, I mean, I don't entirely. I don't entirely agree with that. Okay. I think that, you know, they support us, they love us. Whatever we do, they are there for us. So, you know, we also have to give back in such situations and in such circumstances. They have to also feel the reason why they are following you as their leader. You have to also give something back so that they will respect you and then love you till the end. Yeah, even more. So I don't really entirely.
Well, let's talk about the main reason why you're here. Yeah. Emergency.
Emergency.
I hear it's doing marvelous already. So how did the whole collaboration come about? Did you contact Busum or he was the one?
No, I contact Busum because I really admire his talent. Like I really admire his gift, and I think I put him on because, you know, I had a feeling too that people knew Atajwa, but they didn't know that he was so deep and could, you know, create such melodies, and also his style. He is so different. You know, he's one of a kind. His style is one of a kind in the industry, which makes him very, very interesting. So when I recorded the song, I was like, no, the right person should be Mr. Tajwa. He has to be on this track because, you know, he's so great. Did
you write it or did you co-write it?
I co-wrote it, sorry. And so, with Bullet. So after recording the song, I sent it to him. Immediately, he brought it back. Because Busum Pyong has this thing that is so different and so fly. He can sing emotionally, but, you know, you can connect with him and at the same time find him so funny. He has that thing, and it was mind blowing. I was like, no, this guy is different. I have to let him exhibit his talent on this song.
On
Emergency. And that was why I choose Bosom. And he knows I love him so much, and I know he loves me too.
So. Right. So what has been the response so far?
Oof, the song is going crazy. Like, it has caught fire. Emergency. The emergency spirit is working. Yes, everybody is like, woo! Yeah, right. So it is already trending. The first day we dropped it, it went straight to trending number 8, straight, like not even like 33 or so, straight to the first 10. And that was when I realized the Ghana for
Should we expect a collaboration between you and Calvin Boy?
Oh, why not? But it's going to be a surprise though.
Okay, you heard it here first. A surprise collaboration between Wendy Shay and Calvin Boy. Right. Let's go back to other issues that have come in the news concerning you. You always tag yourself as the queen of Ghana music.
Right.
Do you think it's too early for you in the game to be, tagging yourself? Because let's face it, there have female musicians, Becca, Efia, who have done tremendously well for themselves.
Definitely.
But don't you think, with you, don't you think it's too early to be tagging yourself as, like the queen of Ghana music?
Oh, God said you should speak and it shall be done. He said, let there be light, and there was light. So I believe in words. And everybody can choose to tag themselves whatever. You can choose to tag yourself as queen of, I don't know, Christoph West Legon or something. You can choose to tag yes, right. So, I personally don't find anything wrong. Even my fans were the one who started. My fans were like, yeah, you're the queen of Ghana. And I was like, oh, okay, I like that.
And I know Bullet calls you queen already. So.
Yes, I'm a queen mother already.
Oh, right.
That's why I'm wearing this signifies my queenship.
Okay.
Yes, so I'm already a queen in Goma, France, queen for princesses over there. So that's why they call me queen.
Okay.
Yes, but then the title Queen of Ghana Music is something my fans gave me, and I have accepted it because and I'm working towards it because they say speak and it shall be done. So I'm not disrespecting. I don't mean to disrespect anybody. I really admire all of them because I came to meet them, so I respect their work too.
Now talking about other female musicians, and during this period we've had several beefs running, helter skelter everywhere.
Right.
And I remember in the comments you made a comment and you said it was women empowerment.
Yeah.
How is people tearing each other down? There was almost a fist fight involving Sister Fia and Frida Rhymes. How is that women empowerment?
I think my message was it was gotten wrong across because what I meant by that was, you see, before the fight, I made that comment before the fight. The fight is not cool. We should know that there are rules to the game. The music industry, the music it's a game. Yeah. So you should know how to play it. And there are some things you don't have to take personal. You should know what you're getting yourself into before you start it. Because you should know we are musicians, we are creative people. If you attack, we will attack back. But with music, we fight with music, or we're trying to show what we have with music. So what I meant by women empowerment was that, they provoked each other to go into their inner self and bring the best out of them. And it was something to show Ghanaians and the world that the females got something too. Look at how Frida Rhymes, she murdered the beat. Rap goddess. And Sister Fia, yes. And Sister Fia, nobody knew she could rap. She's a singer, but she rapped. And for me, that is woman empowerment right there.
Is that something you would be willing to do? Just pick one person and say, I'm going to beef this person. Would you do that?
Sister Fia didn't pick one person to beef. If you listen to this, she was just rapping. And then,
but it was targeted at some people.
Well, you can. She didn't mention names. Let's be real. She didn't mention names. And so, if you feel like you're being attacked, then you have the right to throw back. And that is what the ladies did. Because, I mean, if you're, Eno is known for being a rapper, Frida Rhymes is known for being a rapper. Yeah. So they took that chance to showcase their talent. Exactly. So for me, I don't see anything wrong with that. The men do it, strongman and medical. Everybody came to salute medical and strongman. They're like, strongman, you're a beast. And so for that, why can the men do it and the women not? So I said that finally the women are waking up. And they were, and they are. And I mean, Eno has used it tremendously. She's trended. She's making waves. And Frida Rhymes to this too. So I salute them.
I mean, okay, so you've always mentioned that you're single. There was, I think last week or so, there was, you know, news reports that Sean and her manager, not knowing, you know, I mean, there was a romantic affair going on. With you and Bullets, is there ever going to be a chance where, you know, you guys spend a lot of time together? When two people of the opposite sex, you know, start spending time together, there's going to be, like, you know, sometimes a possible connection. Is there ever a chance that the two of you are going to, you know, go out? I mean, there've already been rumors that you guys are dating.
I mean, Bullet already has a woman, and she's even my friend. What is between us is a respectable, cordial relationship. It is a boss and artist, or manager and artist, father and daughter relationship that we have. I respect him so much, and I listen to him. I see him also as a father figure in my life. And
what about Kwame Eugene? There seems to be some chemistry going on there.
Kwame Eugene is like a brother to me. He's going to say I've brothers on him, but I don't care, Kwame. Kwame, I don't care. I mean, that I know you're going to ask Shatawale, so let me add it too. Shatawale is my godfather.
She has silenced me, guys.
Shatawale is my godfather. SM for life. Yes, wherever he is. He said he's called One Don now, so One Don, bless up.
So, FDA. You were on the neck of FDA for, you know, throwing a ban on celebrities,
right.
Banning them from, you know, advertising alcoholic beverages. And I want to assume that before then, you didn't know the reasons why they had, you know, asked celebrities, you know, not to advertise. But now that you have been schooled on why the FDA is saying that, you know, celebrities shouldn't, are you going to sit back and say that, you know what, I understand now, so I won't be pushing it any further?
I mean, I do understand, but I heard there is a law too that says that you cannot stop anybody from doing any kind of business. So I mean, that thing is still hanging. I haven't made up my mind to, you know, stop it, or when if there should be a deal, I'm not going to sit back and say, okay, because whatever. I'm still going to push further and see the outcome. But right now it is hanging. Okay. It is hanging because, I mean, I understand why they're doing it, but still, I feel like you cannot stop people from doing their businesses. That is also another avenue, a good place we can make money. So
but it's all about the money. Aren't you worried about the young fans that are looking up to you?
I mean, everybody knows that it is from 18, and every responsible, like, you know, everybody.
Alcoholic laws in Ghana.
Of course, I mean, I know, but even you see them, you know, wherever the kids are, they see the billboards, you know, they see everything. I'm not the one who's, and I'm not gonna, you know, I'm definitely gonna educate my fans who are underage. They will know that they are not supposed to drink these kind of things. And even if you watch the like around the bottle, you will see that they've written, if you're not 18 years old, you shouldn't drink. I mean, there will be some lessons, but like I said, it's hanging. So let's just leave it like that.
So 2 years down the line, what would you say have been some, you know, mistakes or lessons that you have learned so far in the game that you wouldn't be repeating?
Oh, so many. But I always say this, that the one that made me learn my lesson was, I mean, the famous stamp question saga that happened.
Say it loud.
It was the fame. Dumb question that happened.
No more dumb questions, guys.
No more. Oh no, there's nothing like dumb question, my sister.
Every question is a question.
Every question is a good question. Oh, yes. I learned from that one. So that was when I love to say this word, emotional intelligence. I love to use that word because that was when I studied to be emotional intelligent, to know when to say stop, but say politely, and to know when to answer questions. So I'll say that was the biggest, one of the biggest actually. And of course the Kufwa saga too. I mean, I've learned to wear appropriate dresses to appropriate places. And
did you fire your stylist then? The stylist?
Oh yes. She's gone. No, she's gone.
Thank you.
So, yes. We're working with a new team now, and she's doing amazingly well.
She is. You look great today.
Thank you, girl. Thank you. You too. I like the color. I like the color. I really do.
Thank you. So, guys, Wendy Shay has learned her lessons, and she won't be, be in your faces like that. But what's next? After 2 years, we are now entering into a new year. What's next for Wendy Shay?
So many things. International collaboration.
Who are you eyeing? Which particular artist are you
I want it to be a surprise because we are working towards it right now. I want it to be a surprise so that it's gonna take everyone like by storm.
Yes. We like that. We like storms.
Yes,
Only
I know.
if they don't come to destroy.
Oh no. No, there's nothing like that with Wendy Shay now. It's over. The storm is over. Storm is over.
The storm is over, guys, and this interview is also over. But Emergency is out and available on all music platforms.
Tomorrow, 5th June, is going to be available on every platform, everywhere. So
and it's already on YouTube.
It's already trending on YouTube, yes.
So
and
watch.
It's on Aftown. It's on Aftown already. So Boomplay, iTunes, everywhere. Tomorrow, Tidal, yeah.
Emergency.
Right, Emergency.
According to her, will.
Yeah. Go and upload Emergency tomorrow.
This was fun. Thank you for coming.
Thank you too. My pleasure.